day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman, English librarian of the internet, and I welcome you back after our month break of the Library of Ruina. Now, you might be wondering why I'm on this screen. Well, they added a bunch of extra stuff, which I feel is going to start immediately upon me clicking continue. So, let's click continue. And see what happens. Yep, I knew it. Okay. The Floor of Philosophy. Its patron librarian is called Binna. Huh. The air here gives off a certain smell. In a different way than Cheesehead's place? It is the scent of black tea. It's a nice scent, I gotta say. Stands out from coffees. It is indeed, although I am quite certain that the blue-haired noble below me still has not grown enough to appreciate a good cup of black tea. Oh yeah, Cheesehead is a noble, isn't he? I forgot about that. This place feels overbearing, unlike the other floors. Kinda fits with philosophy, I guess. Too confusing to understand and has a heavy feel to it. What is the library? What is the library like from what you have seen? Okay. I think the very first thing we have to do is appreciate how Binna looks. And also the fact my theory is correct. That we are going to be fighting the fucking birds with Binna. I mean, look at her! She is practically wearing the birds right now! We are going to be fighting the birds with Binna! It is obvious! Look at her! She is wearing them! And the yellow alongside it? That's what the birds were! Anyway. What is the library like from what you have seen? The library I've seen? Is it a place of death, nourishing its thirst with blood? Is it a spire of knowledge, accumulating all sorts of information? Or is it perhaps an ark, sailing for a new life? The library I've seen was like an arena, maybe? Angela, the librarians, and the others are all fighting to earn what they want. So it's really fierce and bloody all in all. That is the library from your point of view, I see. What kind of place is the library to you, then? Well, for me, it's just a jail. That does not appear to be true. You are in fact looking to seize an opportunity. Well, duh. Of course I'm looking to get out of here. If that is what you say. Who are you? Really? You talk like you know everything. I am Binna. No, that's not what Your aura's not at all like any librarian I've met so far. Then you must be wondering what kind of being I used to be in my first life. Ooh! Ooh! Yeah, what the hell were you? I was an arbiter of the head. Okay, let's take a guess here. How is Roland going to react to such a state? What? It's not been long since I was awoken from my slumber. I must calm my mind with the help of tea, so I'll come again at a later time. And remember to bring books for me. Wait! Yep. Wait, you get 3 You get 3 of them? Also, is it just me, or has the saturation of the game changed a little? Wait a minute. We can go to everyone here, click on the others, but if we go to Binna's floor, we can't click on Binna. Huh. Okay. So, first up, the fact we can't select Binna in order to give her equipment. Very interesting. Next, we have 3 new stories to work with. And also, we can do Netzak's challenge. Oh! Now I feel the great question coming on. Do I take on one of the new stories? Or do I take on Do I take on one of the new stories or take on the abnormality? I don't know right now. Alright, let's look at this logically. That's after the W Corp story, and we don't know what that is. This is continuing on from the Backstreets bullcrap, which means it could be absolutely anything. This is continuing on with the story of Agata, or Pompous Prick, as I like to call him. So, which one do I want to do first for this very first episode? I am leaning towards this one. Mostly because I have 1,000 of those books and they're easy to get. What do I need for this? Book of the Distortion and Smiling Faces, which means we're probably fighting another, another department. And then you just need a book of Apothate, which apparently I have none of. Okay, so I'm apparently being told by the Twitch chat, as I am streaming this right now. By the way, if you didn't realize, you two, people watching on YouTube, I stream now on Twitch on a fairly regular basis. Not for very long, because I'm a very busy person, but fairly regularly each week in the evening. So if you wish to know whenever I'm streaming, join the Discord using the link down below, so you can get the top immediate notoriety update as to when I am streaming. But for now, according to this is the only one that is translated. So, let's see what we have with the Book of an Apothate. Oh, we're fighting the Thumb. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Huh. Thank you for participating in the Thumb Summit, everyone. Those attending. Yes, Underboss. It's good to see our families gathered up in one place. Let's see. We have 19 seats filled. That means all but one family have attended. That's Ruminos Cartel. They're still in the process of reorganizing structure after being attacked by the Black Silence a while ago. Still recovering, I see. Thanks for the report. Cut those friends off. We don't need a toothless mutt that can't rearm itself with that much time. Understood. Today's issue is simple. Take your hands off L-Corp's nest and the library. The Thumb will be in direct command of the matter from now on. I'd like to give a word of appreciation for the families that have shown much effort. And... Bullcrap! Oh, Kimono. That's the people we fought before. Bullcrap! You have no idea how many of our members died for that. Our family... Ramia family, Underboss. Who's the Ramia family? Our family already poured a tremendous sum of money into this. Who gave you the right to speak up? Oh, this guy looks like a cool dude. I gotta do a cool voice. You gotta stay quiet when the Elder is talking, pals. You know better than that. When a subordinate dares to speak without their superior's permission, take their lower jaw. Remember the rules. I apologize on behalf of my underling. Please forgive the rudeness of my subordinates. I'll educate this half-witted fool on my end later. However, I must say that I share their sentiment in all honesty. Why should we back out now, after we've given so much effort? I understand how disappointing it may be. All of you have spilled much blood in order to earn your share of turf before the street relocation happens. I wish I could give out a sizable chunk of land for each and every family who have gathered here. I really do. But the Capo Dio Carpi demands otherwise. We have no choice but to obey it. The situation outside is going in an unexpected direction. A party other than the Index is involved in this conflict. The ones who pilfered our fabric. Is that not us? The library itself? I am deeply ashamed, sire. Don't be too hard on yourself now. I'll pardon your matters by taking only your left hand. Thank you, sire. Do understand that we can't let such trivial issues distract ourselves in times like this. We must carry out the Carpe Diem Capi's orders first and foremost. Night Owls, leader. Just what is the Carpe Diem Capi thinking to make demands like this? When one dares question the orders of a superior, take their head. How insolent of you to question the intentions of the Carpe Diem Capi. Such impure thoughts should be uprooted. Purge every member of the Night Owls by tonight. Yes, sire, I'll give the word. Talk about an impatient young fellow. It couldn't have hurt to quietly wait. The Carpe Diem Capi has told me outright. The Index... Yes, our boss insisted that we mustn't let the Index claim a single area of L-Corp's nest. But you, my friends, don't quite have the prowess to take on the proxies of the Index. Hence the order to pull out. So we should save up our strength at the moment. I understand now. This goes to the others, Scotto Capi of the Thumb, and their families as well. Our ambition is not something as short-sighted as taking over a few blocks of space. Do you understand? Yes, Underboss. The Thumb seems to have quite a rigid structure. The Index probably gave you a good idea already, but yeah. The Fingers have rules and hierarchies that I'd only describe as paranoid. The Pacifics may be different, but if anyone breaks their rules, that poor fellow is done for. Although each finger has its own way of purging rule breakers. I suppose that's the strategy they evolved to survive in the city. I was about to say, wasn't it? No. Wait. Didn't the... whatchamacallit... Kimono clan receive orders from the Index? In the scene where we saw the fabric being made with the carnival characters? I don't know. Spot on. They can only survive by shoving themselves into a sturdy, unbreakable shell. And the 5 syndicates that crammed themselves all the way into the core of that hard shell stood on the apex of the back streets earned the title of the 5 Fingers. Well, in any case, our job as the staff of the library is to receive any guests that come here, and the Thumb is no exception. Well, ammo supply. After every 3 successful attacks with melee combat, adds a random munition to hand. Okay, so that's how your thing works now, is it? Also, I find it interesting how we can have 5 librarians, despite the fact there's 4 of them. Okay. Also, they all have speed. Equally interesting. What are your pages? Melee, ranged, melee, ranged, melee, melee, melee. Class and respect. Okay, you're the replacement to, what's it called? Cleanup. Class and respect is the replacement to cleanup. 100%. Reload. Add a random ammunition to hand. Draw 1 page. Okay. Suppressing shot. Alright, pretty plain. Bayonet combat. Add 2 random munition to hand. Okay. Alright. So they've addressed the issue that whatchamacallit always had. The guns always had, in that they just run out of stuff too quickly. On hit, deal stagger damage. Okay, that's a big shot there. Inflict 1 fragile next scene. That's not too bad. Okay, I suppose the question is, which team do I want to use? Which would be better? burn, bleed, or sheer power. And you're the Valentine page. Actually, no, I should save you to the second round, because that's when everyone's going to have extra stuff. Okay. So, instead, let's use Malkuth, because I like Malkuth. Have I actually done Malkuth properly? I better have. I'd spent ages working out this crap. Yeah, I think I have. Okay. Let's begin. Right then. Run your mouth and you'll end up... Run your mouth and you'll end up being impolite, intentionally or not. Enough talk. Enough talk. What more needs to be said? We only need to do our job. Alright. Well then. Melee, 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 melee. Wow, you're all using melee. Okay, who's attacking Malkuth? 4 on Malkuth. 1 on the tank. We gotta change that. 2 on you. None on you, but you've got a 6, so you're going to be attacking someone, more than likely. And you also have 1, which is that. Okay, what's a good counter to that? That's pretty easy. It's called Will of the Prescript. I love that ability so much. As for you, you're being attacked by Class and Respect. Well, we can inhale smoke against that. Then you can also... Next. You getting attacked doesn't matter as much because of the simple fact that you can only attack one person anyway due to the cards you've drawn. Well done, you little prick. So you might as well attack. Fuck it, he can take a little bleed. Go do that. I fought them, they can put up a fight, but they're not hard to push over. So, index tactics. Right, Kian. Kian. We're gonna wait for you, Kian, because we're gonna choose that based on who gets the most attacks on them. You've got a level of feeble. Oh, we should just bully you. We should bully you. Okay. We have found bully target. What bonuses do you have again? Improved drumming. Right, that's right. Actually, I should just do that, which will intercept you. And then you can Will of the Prescript that one. That way you only get attacked once. Alright! Let's see how badly my characters can fuck this up. Well, there goes one. Excellent. Excellent. The tank is proving himself. Malkuth... did alright. Tank is definitely proving himself. Oh, Will of the Prescript. I love you so much. And everyone levels up. That means we get ashes. And we give it to Malkuth. I mean, it doesn't matter, because they've made it so they've nerfed the hell into Stigma Workshop. May we all weep for what Stigma Workshop used to be able to do. Alright then, so... they now have bullets. They have bullets. What can we do about their bullets? You have smoke, which means you'll have a little block against that attack, which is fine. You've got 1 attack on you, you've got 2, you've got 4, you've got 1, and you've got none. So you're the one we need to work with first to see what you can attack. Which of these has the least stagger? This one has the least stagger. What's that? At the start of the scene, gain 1 endurance. I mean... that's fine. You're not really using it particularly. What can I do in this scenario, then? That's a pretty nasty attack to intercept. Discard 2 pages with the lowest cost and from hand and draw a page. Interesting way of doing stuff. Alright, Malkuth, you can intercept that. Apparently. Not very well. Not very well. None of your abilities are very good against a big attack like that. We need someone else who can do that. Do you have any fucking... I fucking hate Will of the Priest, Grace of the Prescript. It does crap all half the time. Actually, you have a lot of resistance versus piercing. So that means you should probably intercept that massive attack that's being done to Melketh. Because she doesn't... but she's got really good stagger resist versus it. But she's also missing a fair amount of stagger. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna do that because I know you're gonna take the damage of that first attack. Okay? Okay. Right, now you can intercept that attack while defending against that, which is the same attack both ways. You can thus... You're fully resistant versus slashing. They don't have much slashing, unfortunately. Or that. No, we can't intercept that. Should be that. Should be that. Really. Yeah, you're a tank. Do your job, tank. Okay. You've got 2 attacks on you. Big attack A. Relatively big attack B. So here's how it's gonna work. You are going to say, fuck it, and get hit. As you then sturdy defense this bastard into oblivion. Understood? Understood. That pretty much wins in every regard. And then she can energy thing that guy. Okay! Go! Yeah, I know. Fuck you. Oh! They changed how guns work! Please hit him. Someone hit that man. Excellent! Well done, guys. Good block. Good strike. Okay, guys. Well done. Well done. Kian, I hate you. Why are you not... what am I called it? This bastard has 18 HP left, and he's got set 10 burn. We need to hit him once. Right. Who's got... You've now got the least stagger resist, which is understandable considering. Charge that, and... Iron wall that. Job done, good job. Next. What happened to the smoke? I hit one of these guys with a deep drag. Where's their smoke? Or did it get negated because of the fact it deflected instead? It was a deflection thing. That seems a little bastarding cheap. Alright, what about you? You can't Will of the Prescript. I love that ability way too much, don't I? You're attacking that bastard, and you're doing a minimum of 10 damage, which means he's dead. Okay. You have 3 charge, meaning you can use this ability to draw some cards. So, go ahead and do that. You... Okay, guys, go! Lovely block. Not so good. Perfect. I don't know how you succeeded that. That's unfortunate. That will have to do. That's bad. That's good. That's amazing. The bastard is staggered. How the fuck did you do that? Book of the Thumb acquired. Excellent. Right then. Next we choose, which is the one I usually choose. Actually, Nostalgia isn't actually a bad one. It's really not. I'll take Nostalgia and put it on who's been good at winning clashes. Actually, you're good at winning clashes with your defense, so put it on you. Does it say it has to be offensive and I'm an idiot? No, it just says win a clash. Alright, Kian, you're gonna deep fumes this bastard. Malkuth, you are going to Will of the Prescript him. That guy's dead. I don't even need to attack him. Alright, guys, let's go. Unfortunate. Excellent. Go die. That guy's dead. Unfortunate again. Fuel has been extracted. Fuel has been extracted. Fuel has been extracted. And the smoke has been smoked. Glorious. Right then. Now we're just fighting another team like them. Oh, but we only had one reception of them. Oh, so this is the reception before the big reception where we fight all the main guys. I'm guessing then. Kinda like we had with the, whatchamacallit people. The Lou. The Lou. Yeah, the Lou. Also, I love the picture of Binner. I've just noticed that. That looks amazing. Also, I didn't realize we were only allowed one floor. It's pretty good that they're kind of pathetic then. Okay, guys, are we ready? Their rank is higher than ours. Keep your manners. Enough talk. What more needs to be said? You're right, guys. Our rank is higher than yours. You can proceed to go fuck yourself. What is wrong with me? Are they all doing that one attack? All but that one. Alright, what's the attacks? 1 on Malkuth, 1 on the tank, 2 on Leaf, 1 on you, and 3 on Kian. That's surprisingly spread out compared to what I'm used to. Alright, let's see. Malkuth is level... Kian is the one that needs to level up his emotions. So, how do we do that? Easy. We make him start off by doing this. Screw you. Then, he's fighting that, which he can fight using an energy cycle, which he'll probably lose, but whatever, Kian. Get to working properly. What are you fighting on that side? Class and respect again. You know what? Intercept that one, because you can't change that target. You can smoking pipe that one. And then... I shouldn't use sturdy defense, because there's no attack here where he can get the block to be able to draw a card. You had to only get expensive ones, didn't you? Well, you know what? Fine, fuck it. You have a counter dice. You can use the counter dice. Can't you? We're clearly working on beating the bastard in the middle. Who are you clashing with? Oh yeah, we need someone to intercept that attack for Kian. Forgot about that. Well, Malkuth can do it then. Let's do this. Hopefully Kian can actually get enough emotion coins to give us our next rank so that we might be able to... Kian, are you fucking serious then? I love how many negative emotion coins you just got then, Kian. Alright then. So. I would normally go for spores, but the nerf to the workshop doesn't make it as good. Gluttony is an interesting one, because Kian doesn't have that much health left, but this guy's staggered, meaning there's only 3 of them, so it's not as necessary. So if I get vines to give to Blobchan right here, considering I buffed him to hell to focus in whatchamacallit, piercing, it should work okay. So then, what? How come none of you are using a bloody gun? Well, you have a smoke to avoid that first attack. But you're better off sturdy defensing it. Not that one. The big attack there. Right then. Malkuth. Malkuth, take the goddamn hit. You get +2 power versus... Piss dice gain power when attacking that enemy. So that means instead of 3 to 7, it is 4 to 8 minimum, which technically would win against that. It will win against the second attack at least. So, Sparkling Spear. Right, Malkuth, enjoy your hit, because it's now time for you to say something. That did 0 damage. I love it. I love being able to roll a 13 on a 1 to 6 dice. Don't you? It just feels like so much fun. Okay, that guy's dead now. Right, now we can spores. Because screw it. And you know what? Let's spores Jacob, considering he's meant to be that guy. Next then. Next, let's get... You know, screw it, I'll take the 4th match. Who's actually got the energy? Oh, most people have the energy now. Oh, I love it. I love it so. Right. You are fucking screwed. So who's got attacks on them? You have got 3 attacks, 1 attack on you. You've got 1 attack on you. You've got 3 attacks on you. You've got none, and you've got 1. Which is that big attack, which we don't like. But you can do this. Next, Malkuth can mass attack everyone. Because stacking mass attacks is totally the balanced thing to do.
Hey! Translation's updated, numbskull.
You know I'm recording.
Yeah, but this is what people see if they watch the Twitch.
Oh, so now you're self-advertising.
Yes.
What's my rule against that, Alistair?
It's your stupid rule is don't do it because you're an idiot. But this time you're advertising to people who already watch you, so can it really be called self-advertising?
Yes.
No, it can't!
More reason to go watch the Twitch. You get to see this prick more often.
And I'm the best one!
As for you... You can do that. Okay, go. I'm done now. Bored. Do it. Do things. Excellent. Well, one person got staggered, and... Not quite sure how the new guns work. Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely staggered now. And he got crit! First crit of the episode. I equipped those for some reason, and they just didn't do anything. Oh, wait, look at this. He's got... Baby has 1 HP. Okay. Bye-bye. Curtain call for the reception of the Thumb 1. 1? It looks like the Thumb mainly use firearms. They also seem to use bullets in various ways, as opposed to the full-stop office we received some time ago. Oh, so Project Moon, you're now making a joke about the fact we have been asking for more guns forever now. You're actually doing a little bit of satire on it, are you? These people would swing the gun itself as a melee weapon, too. Like I said before, bullets are expensive. Even though the bullets the Thumb uses are self-made, the price is anything but affordable. They utilize bullets in clever ways depending on the situation, but won't actually fire them unless it's a huge deal. Does that mean they mostly use their guns at close range, as a close range weapon like that then? Yep. A good swing can easily crush human bones. The guns are made using a pretty nifty technology and materials. Good work on the satire, Project Moon. Good work. Well, obviously we need to burn a lot of their books, right? Yeah, let's just burn 10 of them and get all those pages. Come now, come on. Ah, that was nice. Alright, how many of them am I missing? I think I went through I definitely went through a full set at least. Oh my god, there's a second one already. Really? So let's take a look at these thumb pages. They've got better HP and better stagger than the Lou in basically every way. Their only difference is they don't have a resistance compared to them. Although I kind of want to check out that ammo supply attack just to see what it's like. So if I equip Madeline, is there a ability to focus ranged attacks only? No? Well, that's too bad. Now, you said everything has been updated, right? So that means I can do this, and I pray to the heavens above that it's rabbits. Right? Alright. So let's see what happens after the warp team. Cane Fixer. Okay, first up, guy on the right. You look normal. Second guy, you look like a robot. Person on the left, why the hell do you look like the girl from The Ring? Cane Fixer, badder. President, have you seen the request from T-Corp? Well, this is such a difficult situation. Have we been found out? How clumsy of W Corp to leak its singularity so carelessly. That's no good. No good at all. Wait. Cane Fixers, the gaze office higher-ups. Yeah! I thought I recognized that. The term Cane Office. Though, everything went as the Blue Reverberation said in the end, I must admit. Yes, indeed. This is a perfect opportunity for us to learn the details of W Corp's singularity. All we have to do now is visit the library with this invitation and earn the books of W Corp's cleanup crew. Prez, the library is a star of the city now. We've completed 11 requests regarding Stars of the City until now. Such expertise is why we're under the direct sponsorship of T-Corp. When we acquire the confidential information of W Corp's singularity, what are you going to do with it? I don't believe you'll just return it to W Corp. We should sell it to the clients that need the technology, of course. A patent war is about to break out, too. So we aren't handing it to T-Corp right away. Mr. Badder, it takes more than just diligent work to rise through the ranks as our office has. We should always seek opportunities. I was honestly skeptical at first when we were told to entrust work to some irrelevant rubbish like the gaze office. Wow. Rude much? Though I thought they were joking with us, but look what it did for us. Wait. Does T-Corporation know that the library is the Lobotomy Corporation, considering T-Corp actually had a partnership with L-Corp? Here's the thing, though. See, Squarey Head? It's just as I predicted, isn't it? It's a pleasure to meet you, for the second time, President Nemo of Cane Office. Here's the thing, you Ponzi creep and wing-forsaken skeleton head. Since when did we agree to go there on our own? This is how you screw us over? We're supposed to walk into the library ourselves, including me? Six-sided skull, you bragged about taking care of 11 star of the city class requests mere moments ago, no? What's wrong? Don't tell me. Are you scared? Were you listening in on our conversation? This could be problematic. Ha ha ha! Oh, you sneaky peepers, you. They say the walls have ears, but it looks like the crap bags do too.
Am I scared? Well, yes! I'm scared piss and crapless. Thanks for asking.
Prez got miffed. It's going to be a real hassle cooling him down for a while. I did not expect the prominent and prestigious Kane office to swallow their words.
Mr. Skullcap, do I look like scrap for brains? Your motive is so transparently blatant, I cannot possibly be terrified. If I were to enter the library and turn into a book there, and then the library would get a book detailing the singularities of W Corp and T Corp in the same library where the book about L Corp is? Wow. Guess who will be getting a hold of three singularities at once? In times like this, when we're on the brink of a patent war? Ha ha ha! It's so plainly obvious. I don't see any point to say it twice.
Okay, Nemo. I'm scared of you now. Because you're intelligent. I'm always be scared of intelligent people. They're always the scariest.
Tell me, who's the mastermind behind this? Whose pockets are you trying to fill with your little games?
Dear, dear.
I was wondering what words were going to come out of your agitated speech device. That's all you could think of with your rectangular noggin? Singularities? A patent war? I can't even get a chuckle out of it. It's not funny in the slightest. You like to raise your voice over the pettiest things like your life depends on them, don't you, Boxy Buck? I'm stunned by how puny this is. Rhombus Brain thinks we're just here to make some bread. How idiotic.
Okay. I like this.
Shut up!
Mr. Nemonitor. I'm not interested in your views. Patent war? Mastermind? Money? Think whatever you want, but promises are promises. Pluto?
Of course, sir. Ladies and gents, please have another look at the contract. To summarize the point, we will provide Kane Office with information about W Corp's singularity. And in return, Kane Office will secure the books from the library for us, when we want them. The signatures of Mr. Nemo, Miss Martina, Mr. Badder, and the leader of our ensemble, Algeta, are clearly written here.
Okay.
We weren't told that the information about W Corp's singularity would be provided in the form of books from the library, not to mention having to acquire it ourselves. The terms were in rather ambiguous vocabulary, admittedly. However, that would not make the content of this contract any less appropriate under the current circumstances.
You aren't the one to decide that. Cuboid taken the pen like lightning and he signed the contract in haste, making a big fuss about a patent war or whatever, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure he said he's in urgent need of intel about the singularities.
The contract never specified that we are to head to the library ourselves. It only said Kane Office is going. You should have checked the terms carefully. Here, take a look.
I'm not seeing a thing.
Let me lend you my eyeglass, dear. Have a closer look at the fine print. I like you, Pluto. I really like Pluto.
All those who sign this contract must retrieve books at the library.
What a foolish deception. Do you think you'll get off scot-free after meddling with our business? What makes you think we'd abide by your fraudulent contract at this point? Dear, dear.
This thing is no ordinary contract, you see. What is it called? What was it called, Pluto?
It would be Yesterday's Promise. So that's how you get your name.
Right, that. Yesterday's Promise. Not my type of name, to be honest. Anyway, if you don't fulfill the conditions of this contract, he can take anything out of those who signed the papers, see? We can take as much as we want, whenever we want.
Nonsense!
Pluto.
As you wish. Lo and behold, this is Mr. Bladder's heart. Well, that's rather extreme. That's very extreme, Pluto.
Bladder!
You've spent quite a fortune on your body. I can see this heart is augmented with an exquisite procedure. Here, I've returned it to you.
See, all oblong? I don't care what you think. I just want you to keep the promises you made with me. Besides, T-Corp directly issued the same order to you, so you have to be there anyhow, no? Seething with anger at us won't spare you from going to the library.
Let me ask something. What are you plotting to do with demons like that? Oh, he's talking about the singularities.
I'll perform the beauty of humanity and this world. It will break down the boundaries of loneliness we all have.
We'd appreciate it if you could get the job done by today.
Beauty? Loneliness? Ha ha ha! Brain sick loony!
Bada, is your heart okay? Should we go see a doctor?
They're gone.
What are we going to do now, Prez?
Well, it looks like we've been had.
Are you really sure we'll be alright going by ourselves, underprepared?
Let's think simplistically, everyone. Don't get too serious. We'll head into the library, take the books, and come back. That's all there is to it. Let's get ready.
I remember that skeleton. He was with the Blue Reverberation with the last time we saw him.
Mm-hmm. He said something about Yesterday's Promise.
I think I read about it in one of the guests' books. On the surface, it appears to be an ordinary contract, but unfavorable terms are hidden in the fine print. It was speculated to be the cause of some kind of incident, although I'm not quite sure if the claim is verifiable. It's even more obscene to see it in action. That's such a manipulative scheme.
Well, I suppose. He's far from being the only manipulative guy in the city, though.
That's true. People use each other all the time.
Do you think that's a given?
I simply gave up on dwelling on it any further. I still don't believe that's fair. In a similar vein, you're using me, and I'm using you.
If you say so, I guess.
Don't worry. I don't mean to imply any distrust towards you. It's just, yes, keeping the options open, that's all. Better safe than sorry, as they say.
Hey, I never told you any lies, you know.
You're only keeping a few things from me.
I guess I am.
Forget it. Why don't you go back to sorting books now?
You won't bother being inquisitive? Huh? Is there any reason you aren't asking further?
None in particular. I could certainly pry, but I figured it wouldn't be fun to uncover everything about you that way.
I can't tell if Angela's a psychopath or whether she actually has feelings at this point.
I came to the conclusion that having something to be curious of is beneficial for maintaining interpersonal relationships. That's all. Or perhaps I've grown to trust you that much.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. We were led by monsters out of the pan and into the flame, a den of monsters known as the library. This has to be comedy gold, the joke of the century.
I heard the library is rather gentle, if that helps.
Just a moment.
Is anything the matter?
Martina! Yeah.
What do you think of this place?
It's faint, but I can smell something.
Exactly! It reeks of money! Profit! You can't even smell that. You can't even smell with that head. Every cloud has a silver lining, and looks like we found one. Are you planning to sell books or something? Precisely! Even if our reputation as a contract office may tank, at least we won't starve to death if we get books from here and sell them!
Aren't you swimming in cash already, Prez?
Martina, our president spends a year's worth of an average backstreet dweller's food expenses every day. He can never have enough money.
Still, I never bilked my office staff, my word upon it.
Greetings, dear guests.
You must be Angela, the director of this place, and the so-called pale librarian.
The what now? I've never heard that name. She doesn't look pale at all, though.
Badder, watch your words. Miss Angela here may be our previous provider of goods and wealth in the future.
Prez changes his attitude so swiftly.
I'm used to it by now.
May you find your book in this place.
One act, one reception, one guy, we fight with 3 people. Alright, this fucker's a legendary, I'm not surprised. They're both whatchamacallit, again, I'm not surprised. Upon taking what would be a lethal blow, nullify the damage and spend all charge to recover 5 HP per stack. Ooh, you're more charge people. Interesting. Charge shield at emotion level 2 or above. If the character gained charge using combat pages in the previous scene, gain 1 endurance at the start of the scene. Energy discharge at emotion level 2 or above. If the character spent charge using combat pages in the previous scene, gain 1 strength at the start of the next scene. Let me guess, they all have that. Yep. Well, that's pretty cool, honestly. Deal 1 to 2 stagger damage to the opponent upon winning a clash. That's a really nice ability. After spending charge using a combat page, gain 1 protection next scene. Okay. So, you're both resistant to bludgeoning, and you're resistant to slashing. Okay, what are these attacks you have then? Energy Beam. Dice abilities on this page only activate if the opponent has offensive dice. On Clash Win, spend 2 charge to destroy the opponent's next offensive dice. Oh, okay, I think I get what you mean by that now. That's a pretty big attack. On use, spend 4 charge to restore 3 light. Ooh, that's an interesting way of doing light restoration. Absorb impact, gain 6 charge. Golden opportunity, on Clash Win, gain 2 charge. On use, gain 5 charge. Okay. On use, spend 2 charge to give 1 protection to all allies this scene and next scene. Okay. So you're an extremely defensive character, are you, Nemo? Interesting. What about Martina? Energy shield. Okay. So your special one is energy shield. On Clash lose, gain 1 charge. Badder. You're the powerful one. You're the one we need to kill first. You're the one that just needs to bloody die immediately. Devastating Thrash. Start of Clash. Spend 3 charge to reduce power of all dice on opponent's page by 2. Okay. Okay. Noted. Noted. Who's the best for dealing with a lot and a lot and a lot of defense? Because that's about all they have. Defense. And defense. And more defense. Ironically, you might be the best at dealing with them, just because you can out-defense them. The Yesod floor is probably crap in this situation, because of the simple fact that they like to because of the fact that the Yesod team focuses in bludgeoning, which 2 of them are resistant to. which is bad. They're only resistant to it physically, though, not stagger-wise, which would help, though. I'm just never going to clash with you, Martina. That's how I feel it should be. Ironically, I'm actually leaning towards Hod because she has because they have the brilliant defensive stuff. But then again, you have the bonuses towards being hit and a few other things. I wish I could look at the abnormality page flaws and whatnot while I'm looking at this. I think I gotta use the Malkuth flaw because I think burning them is pretty much what's gonna be what kills them. We need to burn them to death. Also, I've got a piercing-focused character on this floor. So, I'm gonna use Glob because piercing, Jacob because ultra tank, and Leaf because sheer offensive power against this team. And I'm gonna see how it goes. What's their main damage type? Pierce, slash... No, they're pretty all-rounded in their damage types. You're one of each, which kind of also makes sense. Alright, let's just do this and kill them. Go, guys. Let's see how well this works. You're doing one big attack, are you? Well, fuck you. Would that work? It could work. Probably the best bet to work against surviving that first attack. Or at least surviving one of the first attacks of that attack. Then again, you actually got resistances to those attacks. What about you? 2 attacks, obviously. You get so much light from that charge, I have to admit. You're doing 1 attack on him. You're doing 1 attack on him. Both of which is fairly minimal in damage. But if we want to get anywhere, we do have to clash initially. Is the issue. Because we need to clash in order to gain any points. Alright, let's try it this way. You flow with the sword then. You're gonna do worse crap, but what the hell ever. You rewind that. And then you can... We clash and we do some damage to the big evil threat. Holy hell, you managed to avoid... That was a bloody amazing animation and I love you for it. Okay. Ashes. Someone needs to be given ashes. And I'm giving it to Glob. Because Glob has offensive dice, whereas Jacob does not. Okay. So. You're doing the big fuck-off attack again, are you? Well then. I am going to sturdy defense it and hope. Okay? They have got 2 protection on them this scene. What can I do about that? You're getting attacked by that, which you don't care about. It's slashing. Okay, brilliant. That means you can use sturdy defense against something else. Such as... Actually, using it against that makes sense, but you can't because it's speed 6. Could use against that... And you'll likely take the stagger damage required on the second hit. But I do need to frontal assault first. I have to use Sparkling Spear just so that I can get a, whatchamacallit. That is a 5 to 9 attack. And ours is a 3 to 7 strike. What about her? Similar problem, but not as bad. Do that and do nothing with that attack. Is my only thought. Okay? Alright. You're gonna take a bit of damage this turn, Glob. How the fuck did you dodge all of that? How much of a master of defense are you? Oh yeah, and you inflict burn whenever you attack. Whenever you're struck, don't you? Glob. Forgot about that little part. Right, Where's your will of the prescript, Pat? Leaf? Well... Glob... actually can just faith this guy. And probably kill him. Actually, yeah, Glob, extract fuel, and then faith. You'll kill him and level up your emotion. As for these two, they are very lacking in anything else. So, I'm really not sure which of these is the more these is the bigger threat. Probably the one with the super attack. Probably. Not convinced, though. You've got bonus piercing this turn. Why can you never have the right attack? Let's burn Martina down to a crisp. Just because she doesn't have the revive mechanic. Block, block, complete deflection. Block, win the offense. Well done, Glob. You're now on par with everyone else. Now then. Stagger winning. On, mister. I can roll. We'll now roll the massive stagger on the person who can go, I can roll a 13 on a dice of 6. I have to get back. It's alright. I am still perfectly fine. Rest well. I'm sorry I couldn't take that blow for you. Well then. Oh, you're still not doing big mega super attack, are you? Well then, you're fucked. Oh, so you gain strength if you spend charge, and gain endurance if you gain charge. Okay, that's more an interesting way of doing it. What's that attack? That. What can I do against that? Probably nothing, but you might work with a smoking shield again. Yeah, you don't even need to worry about that. And you're gonna deal damage to him with that as well. So, look, right now we just need cards, so get those cards. And there she gets staggered. Goodbye, little fella. You're gonna burn next round. Hope you don't mind. Right. Okay, you're using energy beam, are you? Well, you also have almost no defense. So, you have an awful lot of... You have the resistance to be able to probably take it. Also, ooh. Okay. We can do something very cheap with this. It's called the fact he has no stagger on him, which means if we just mass destroy him using all of our regular attacks before he can use that big attack, we will more than likely have a massive advantage over the bastard. It is entirely possible we can stagger this guy. Okay, it was a ranged attack, never mind. Not that it matters in the slightest. Alright, Nemo, can you do it again? Of course you can't. Let us embrace the art of the bloody murder. Why was I scared of this? He's gonna burn to death. He's not even gonna get a chance to burn to death. That was shockingly disappointing.
I suppose the patent wars are fiercely fought, judging from the way he talked about it.
Yeah. All in all, technology is the most reliable means of making money in this city. Patent wars are waged over those technologies, but in truth, neither side really benefits from them. It ends in a horrific victory at best. If they don't respond well, they might lose their rights to the technology by an imitation, or spend too much time and energy for the win for it to have it been worthwhile. At the end of the day, people like the guests we just greeted profit the most from these conflicts. Well, it's entertaining to spectate as long as the trouble isn't yours. I've got a bunch of interesting stories. Want to hear them?
Save the whole thing for a later time. It sounds like a long tale. Has Arcorp participated in a patent war?
Dunno. I don't think I heard any stories about that, at least. Arcorp is already exceptional among private military contractors.
How about the singularity of another wing? Has Arcorp tried to get a hold of any?
I bet every wing thinks the same about that matter. Few wings use their singularity on its own. Arcorp must be using a singularity or two that doesn't belong to them. You know what I mean? And they gotta pay the owners a fee whenever they use them.
If they uncovered the secrets of those singularities owned by other wings, they could save that expense, correct?
Spot on.
Okay. Interesting. These bastards are going to be so annoying to farm, aren't they? Alright, Martina, can I get your book? I actually got your page! I'm impressed. Oh my god, it actually has everything as well. That is amazing. That is really cool. Alright. I actually want to know about things in these stories.
And that's where I'm gonna have to leave today's episode, everyone. For you see, we're all out of time for it. So, be sure to tune in next week, for we've still got many more content to see, including a fight with a very special someone. And yes, if you are so interested to watch me stream various different games that I will not show on YouTube, because I consider my Twitch streaming YouTube videos to be completely different sets of content, God help me, then I'll be sure to either join the Discord down below, or even click on the link to my Twitch down below. So everyone, I'd like to thank you all for watching today. I have been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that, until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.